tell you why these ToolPRO Ratchet tools from Supercheap are probably the best tool for the job in my opinion. And it starts with this little chainsaw from Stihl. Someone gave me this a while back and I laughed at it when I saw that battery and didn't use it for a little while, but once I put it to use and figured out how to use it appropriately for what it was designed for, there's a lot of energy in that battery. So when I saw these, I thought, well, the battery there was going to be the key factor in being able to get this thing into the spaces that I needed to get it into. I've got a lot of tools with batteries like this, but if you stick this hanging off the end, you restrict what you can do with it to a fairly large degree. So you've got a 3/8 maximum torque of 45 Newton meters, and this 1/2 inch is 80 Newton meters. They're not impact, they're just ratchet, but this one will twist the hell out of yourself if you're not ready for it. So you need to be careful using them because you could hurt yourself. Not badly, but you can definitely squash things where you don't want them to be done. So yeah, they're excellent because of the battery. When you think about the way that you use them, they're a little, I think they're 2.5 amp hour battery, and they seem to last for ages. They're a 2. You can buy a 4, but it's got that L shape in it as well, so there's no point. And for what I use them for, they're fantastic. I had a really good afternoon putting that back together to that point. I got my car washed. We've had a heap of rain down this way, and that's my 2001 WRX Impreza. Initially I bought the 1/2 inch, but when I came home and tried it, it was a fair bit slower than my expectations. Then I got to thinking that maybe the 3/8 was faster, so I just checked the specs online, and this one does 250 RPM with no load on it, and this one does 180 RPM with no load on it. Fantastic tools. Couldn't be more impressed. One of the interesting things about these is they've got a lot of momentum, and look, it might be normal with ratchet tools that are powered by batteries, but I've never had one. And if you don't know what I mean, when you are driving a nut on, when you get to the end of the fastening and it's going to tighten up, if you've got this thing on full throttle, it ain't stopping. It's going to just keep going and you won't hold on to it. They do cut out when they've reached their maximum torque, but this one at 80 Newton meters has got a reasonable bit of punch, so it's going to tend to want to spin out of your hands. So yeah, so the mechanism that drives it doesn't stop. It just keeps going, and you can get yourself caught where you don't want, or you can end up smashing a part on whatever you're working on. So that's the thing to recognize, is that one is they've got a beautiful trigger on them, and you don't have to use full throttle, which means, I mean, you're going to save a fair bit on battery by not going flat out at things like that. They've got a lock here that locks the trigger in place, and that's more important than you'd realize, I guess, because especially if you put them in your toolkit and go somewhere else and they end up sitting there running because something shifts and you're not aware of it. So it's a really, really good part of the tool. It's probably the same for all sorts of tools everywhere. These are the only ones that I've had any experience with, and I'm stoked. I love them. They're fantastic. I'll investigate some of the other super cheap ToolPRO power tools because of their price, and you can't argue with batteries that are so cheap. So who knows how they're going to last over the long term. I think they'll be good. They've got a 3-year warranty on them. 3 years. So if this stops working in 3 years, it wouldn't be a warranty on the battery. But the ToolPRO skin has a 3-year warranty on it. So it's got to be pretty damn robust for that. This was $2,200. So that was really cheap. But it went really well, but it didn't generate any boost. off of startup, so it seems as though those swell valves are probably the problem. I had music playing all day long, and that would have got copyright claim, plus totally covered in grease, and really couldn't be bothered running back and forwards to a camera to take pictures of these putting things in and out. But I'll do that at some stage. Why not? Just wanted to chuck this video together, and yeah, thanks for watching. If you like my videos and you like content like this, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. It would be really awesome.